Thank you.
So hi everyone. I'm here with Brian. I think most of you may know Brian from community engagement activities. And so we were planning the training sessions that are going to take place from tomorrow in Nairobi. That's the physical training session. It's going to happen at Moringa School. So Moringa School is a dev school here in Nairobi. So the classes are going to take place tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Then we're going to have a Zoom call thereafter for the rest of Africa. So our engineers Shalom and Steve are going to take most of the guys who are going to be available for the call through the basics of EOS.io, how to interact with the software, and how to build sample projects. They'll also give some scripts to hurry up the development of they'll also do some scripts to hurry up the development of the projects. But then I hope that by the time we get to do the call in the evening, we'll have enough people who have registered and who have joined us to do the training, so that we have a lot of teams coming from Africa registering. So the other thing I'd like to ask you guys to do is to register on the EOS Hackathon website. Please register there, fill out the forms, ensure you have registered. Then now we will sort out the rest of the things regarding the software that you're going to use and what types of ideas we can start thinking around. Although the main idea is given, the main task is given on the day of the hackathon, just to make sure that it is fair for all. So I think I'll move over to Felix. He'll give us a brief of the week. I think he had covered most of this yesterday, but he'll just give us a brief of the week, what we are supposed to expect the next couple of days, and then from there, Sam, you'll take over, and you'll tell us the plans that you have made in Nigeria. I don't know if we have any people from Togo and other parts of Africa. So if there are any people who represent individual countries here in this call, please come and tell us the various plans that you've made, either for yourself, for your team, or if you're a larger community, you can tell us so that we know about you and we know what you guys are doing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. So, as Daniel has noted, we are having our first developer training session physically tomorrow at Moringa School. We have about 50 teams registered for the training, and Shalom and Steve, EOS developers from EOS Nairobi, will be responsible for that particular training. We are hoping that we will get to learn how to be able to train faster, sort of like we'll be able to iron out the challenges, so that by the time we're having the Zoom call between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. East African time, which is about 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Nigerian time, we'll have sort of like come up with the best practice. So tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., Shalom is going to come and it's basically going to cover the basics of EOS, that is setting up a node, the basics of a smart contract, linking your front end to your back end, etc, etc. So if you are a C++ developer or a Python developer or a JavaScript developer or a React.js developer, then this will be a good opportunity for you to be able to do most of these things early. So what we'll do is in the course of the day, we will send requisites, sort of like what you need to have. So of course, you need to have a laptop, you need to have internet access, you need to have several, probably some RAM. So we're going to send the specifics tomorrow, so that by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, we can start the session. It's going to be organized sort of like into four major areas. And like I've said, the first part will be setting up the node, but there'll also be issues to do with smart contracts and so on. So Sam, I think, will send most of these details in the group tomorrow morning, so that the teams in Nigeria can be ready. Of course, for us, from our side, we will want to know whether you will be planning to do this from a central place. So like probably you might have gathered people in one place and you have a projector and screen, or people will be doing it sort of like offline or offsite. So there's not much to eat really. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., Steve and Shalom will take all the teams from around Africa through the basics of EOS. And we hope by the end of that session, a lot of the teams will be ready for the hackathon, mostly for the development of smart contracts and so on. Yeah. So on to you, Sam.
Okay, thank you very much. So quickly, that's basically it. So there's going to be training sessions tomorrow, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Right. So if you are a team leader or you have your team, you get your team ready. We're working on getting 5 locations. I think someone in the group volunteered his office space as a center in Abuja, Nigeria. And then we're working on a space we finalize tonight in Convenience University. That's somewhere around Ibadan, if I'm correct, in Ogun State. And then we're working on a center, 2 centers in Ogun State. We're working on a center in Lagos, and I'm currently working on a center. It's almost finalized. I'll finalize the whole thing and the whole thing tonight. Also, we have another center, EOS Nation Hub, that has been finalized already. So now, for the session, this general meeting is for those who don't have maybe internet access and really want to participate. But if you have the internet access, you have your laptop, you have your team, and you have a nice comfortable space where you and your team can just stay and relax and join the classes, that's fine. You can hook up. But we really love to know the team heads, those in charge of these different teams, and how we can help, how the EOS Nairobi team can help you guys know all you need to know. Like they said, they will need to teach you how to link this to that and that to this. I'm not really a programmer, so I know a little bit about coding. Right. So I think that's basically it. So I think Mr. Daniel asked if we have people from Togo. So it's important we get to know which countries are represented here tonight. So I don't know if we have anybody from Togo, anybody from Ghana in the call tonight. You can actually commute.
Okay, Sam Sticks.
Yes, sir.
We don't have anybody from Ghana as at yet. There's a contact I'm trying to reach in Ghana. I should be able to do that tomorrow. Then for assigning into teams and all, the dev group that we've set up, the separate WhatsApp group, before the session tomorrow evening, or even after the session tomorrow evening, we'll be able to sort out all that. I'm currently at Covenant University where there's a hackathon going on. Most of the young guys there are very interesting. So tomorrow we'll sort them out and have them into groups too. But what I would like to mention is it only now dawned on me that since that having physical locations in certain places might not work, given the time that most offices close before that time. But anyway, we'll work on all those details before the session tomorrow evening on the separate EOS Nigeria, EOS West Africa dev group that we've created. So Sam Sticks, you can go on. Sam Sticks.
Yes. I was trying to unmute my mic. Okay, yeah, concerning the location, it will be a challenge for most people. Like I said, there are some people that may not have the privilege of having everything they need rather for the hackathon. Like I know some guys around here that would need they are really talented, right? They are talented, they have the skill, and they have the passion, but they don't have the means, right? So I think we can look out for guys like that. But for those, like I said before, for those who have the means, they have a good laptop, they have internet, they have power supply, they can be at their homes or offices and participate in the training. See, so I think that's it.
Right. So let me first commend the Nigerian team for the good work you guys have been doing with mobilization. We have noticed that overnight the group has gotten to about 210 participants. A lot of these participants are actually from Nigeria, which is really positive and really good. So tomorrow from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., what we aim at doing basically is giving people the basics of how to navigate EOS. Now, we obviously expect that there will be many questions after that, and that all these questions can be posted in the WhatsApp group that has been formed, the EOS VIR Hackathon, so that as we are having the second session, which is on Sunday, between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m., some of these questions can be addressed. I think it's also important that most of the developers in the Nigerian communities have Zoom as sort of like, they have the app, and then we should also have Slack, because that's where the challenge will be announced on the day of the challenge, and most likely that's where you'll be working with your mentors throughout the hackathon. So like I've said, we will send the list of prerequisites to the group so that everyone is ready tomorrow, because it'll only be 3 hours. And at least for Zoom, it allows us to screen share. So most likely Shalom and Steve will be sharing their screens, and anybody else who has a laptop and access to the internet can then be able to follow the steps with them. So beyond that, I don't think there's anything. Perhaps maybe from the Nigerian team, as you organize your teams, probably just have a list. Also have them register on the Block 1 site. So all the Nigerian teams should register on the Block 1 site, so that you sort of like don't miss out on registration.
Okay, Felix, a quick one. Are they registering as individuals or are they registering as teams?
Hi. So people will be registering as individuals. So you sign up as an individual. I think later on they'll give you the opportunity to register your team, but I think that will be closer to the challenge day or on the challenge day. But everyone needs to register. Everyone who intends to participate, whether you're the guy pitching, whether you're the guy doing the back end, front end, or the smart contracts, you need to register. You need to be on that website. It's eoshackathon.io. Look for Africa Virtual Hackathon Challenge. Go there, click the register button, fill out the details. It only asks if you're an African citizen and if you comply and agree with the terms and conditions of the challenge. Just go and register there. Just make sure you're registered. So I think that'll be another thing we'll also be talking about tomorrow, where people will have to have registered if they intend to participate, right? So a few other things we will cover. I think this will be for the Monday Zoom link. Remember that you're not submitting code that you've been writing from long time ago. So I think an obvious way to check for this would be to check the repo. If a repo is older than the challenge day, then I think that repo disqualifies the team, because it shows you had started working on the thing a while back, right? And if you commit code after the challenge is done, then you're also disqualified because you are exceeding time. So those two things are very, very strict in the challenge. So please make sure that for the people who are committing code, they do not commit code after the time is up, and they also do not present a repo that had hard work that we had started way back before the challenge, because that will also disqualify the team. It shows that you had come in with code that you had already written. So these are some basics that we will go over. I'll talk to some people in Block 1 and see if we can have possibly some communication with them. If they can address us themselves and give some indication and information, and you can ask questions directly. So I think as soon as that is available, I'll let you know. But we'll try and make that happen. But for now, we continue doing the work we're doing. You guys are doing some amazing work out there in West Africa. And the other parts of Africa, we have a lot of friends from Botswana, friends from Zimbabwe who are joining us. This is really cool to see the entire Africa joining up and doing some great stuff together. So I'm really excited. Everyone here is really excited. I'm sure you guys are excited as well to do something continental, you know. None of this stuff has been done before, so consider yourselves pioneers. You are essentially working together across an entire continent to make something work. So I'm really proud of everyone on this team and everyone who's participating. I'm really happy with everyone who's making this work, everyone who's submitting their names and who wants to participate. I'm really happy with you guys. And I know we'll get a lot of projects that we will support coming from this hackathon. So remember, they're only taking 3, but even beyond the 3, our project still must continue. We have a lot of incubators across. There's an incubator here in Nairobi. EOS Nation has a hub. I think that one can be converted to an incubator and proper structures can be done to incubate the projects. There's one in Botswana, the Satoshi Center. So there's 3 incubators already. I'm sure if we continue talking to our friends in Togo and other places, we'll get some that will take some of the projects that will come from this hackathon. So I wish you guys the very best. I look forward to meeting with you over the Zoom call, over the remaining Zoom calls that we'll have. Please feel free to engage with us on WhatsApp. You can also find us on Telegram. I think we can continue chatting in that group. That's some really healthy discussions, and people are very talented. I'm really excited to see all that experience and skill level that people have. It's really exciting, and I know some amazing projects will come from this. So thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate your time. If there's any questions,
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dan. Yeah, there's someone raised a suggestion on the group that if the node setup training can be done before the time and uploaded to YouTube, so that the devs over here get to see it, then only have to ask questions if they are doing the Zoom call.
So I think that is a very good suggestion, and I like it. It saves a lot of time for all of us. So what we will do is during the daytime training here at Nairobi, we'll do a recording of the node setup. Then we'll upload that. We'll upload that onto YouTube. Alternatively, we can also see if we can do a Zoom call for it, but it will need some bit of planning and logistics from our side. But I think the recording will suffice. So we'll do a recording and we'll post it on YouTube so that you guys can start playing with it before we meet at 3 or at 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Yeah, thank you, Ken. That was a very good suggestion.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
And I think Moringa has said they'll live stream the event. So I'll confirm with them so that if it's a live stream, anybody from Nigeria, Namibia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe can join.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Then I would like to address the other guys from Nigeria briefly. Hello, everyone. I can see Mishak, Ifiok, Hakim. Thank you so much for the deal with VenHub. That was a very good one. Yeah, thank you. It means we need to get as many devs from Lagos, so that we can maximize this opportunity. So what we need to do is talk to our friends more, post that flyer that we have around, and let's attract the right people so that we can get this thing running. Also, like I said, we should all register on this hackathon on the website. Then as the trainings go on, then based on the ideas that we've come up with, then we can now split ourselves into team based on proximity to one another and the kind of ideas we would like to work on individually. So that's much of it from my end. And also on the EOS West Africa Dev Group that we created, please, I would like you to pin these groups, the EOS Virtual Hackathon and the EOS West Africa Dev Group. I'd like you to pin it on the top of your WhatsApp chat, at least for this few, till the end of this event, so that you can always get to check the latest that is happening. Sometimes getting to call everyone and pass across information can be hard sometimes, but if we all get to check the WhatsApp group, then it saves everyone a whole lot of stress. So starting from tomorrow, a whole lot of information will be dropped on that group, on how we can get to attract more people. Thank you so much for your time. Meshach.
Okay, we have 9 minutes left. I don't know if anybody has any question, but before you ask question, if you're from okay, I think I have details for Nairobi already. From Kenya, from Zimbabwe, and you need a design for yourself, for your country. All you need to do is send your contacts to Sam Sticks and your venue. You send it to Sam Sticks on WhatsApp, and then I'll fix it up for you. Right, so we have 8 minutes left. Any question? Now remember, the session starts tomorrow. The training session starts tomorrow, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. So get your internet ready, get your laptop ready, and participate. Any question? We have 8 minutes left.
Yeah, and also if you have any peculiar challenge that you might be facing, we'd like you to talk about it on the group so that we'll be aware and see if there's any help we can provide so that you can participate fully like you should. Thank you. So the EOS West Africa Dev Group, I think I should just drop the link here, so that we all can
okay.
take advantage of that. Thank you, guys. See you guys tomorrow.
We still have some time. Okay. Someone has a question.
Okay, conversation is being recorded, so
no question. Yeah, we can hear you. Your question, please.
You are recording the conversation.
Yeah, I'm recording the conversation right now. It's recording.
Okay, I'd like to
okay, okay, yeah, I'll upload the recording on YouTube and then drop the link in the group. So we have 7 minutes left. Any other questions? Any other question? Okay, I think that'll be all. So the session starts tomorrow by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, and so just get yourself ready. If you don't have, even in Port Harcourt, in Lagos, or somewhere around Confidence University, just let us know. We're making centers available, and there's a center in Lagos, Brain Hub. I don't know where Brain Hub. I'll do a special.
Is that Bega? Brain Hub is at Bega.
Okay, Bega. Okay, I'll do a special design. I thought to the designer, I'll do a special design for Brain Hub so people can get there and participate. So I think that will be all. There's no other question. All right. So thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Felix, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
And so tomorrow then.